Hey guys, how's it going? I felt inspired to talk today about the concept of freedom. This word and this concept has kind of been following me around for about a year now. The word freedom and a really deep contemplation and experience and embodiment of what freedom means to me has continued to unfold for me in the past year. And it continues to come into my awareness, this concept of freedom and what does freedom mean. And specifically when we live in this country that is built upon the concept of freedom. We are called the land of the free. But how many of us actually feel free? I want you to, let's start with that. I want you to close your eyes, taking a couple deep breaths, just relaxing in a moment here. Nothing to do and nowhere to be. And ask yourself, do you feel free? Do you feel free to express yourself fully? Do you feel free to live your life as you desire? Do you feel free in your relationships? Do you feel free in your environments that you dwell in, at home, in the workplace? I'm willing to bet that the sense of freedom is at least limited in one or more of those areas, which is a general human collective experience right now in our country, as we were raised in this society that we live in, as we experience whatever situations we experience as children that place us in relationships. Freedom is really, it's something to unlock within us. At least this is what I've been learning. And so this journey of finding freedom and feeling free has really been, not that I would have called it this, but it's been unfolding for me for many, many years. These many layers of finding new freedom, more freedom, feeling more free. And I really, truly do feel more free at this particular moment in my life than I ever have before. I can truly and honestly say that I feel free within my relationships. I feel free in my home environment. I feel free. I'm getting to feel free. I'm getting to the place of feeling free monetarily. That one's been one I've been working on in the more recent years. Feeling free in my environment, in the country, all of these things. And so how does this happen though? How do we find freedom when it seems as though our job, we have to go to work. We have to pay the bills. We have to show up for our families. We have to. And the thing that I have continued to learn for myself and that I've been taught and that continues to be spoken about more and more and more now in this time that we are in is that all of these our choices that we are making. And true freedom starts with self-awareness and being able to take ownership for our lives, which means being able to take full ownership and responsibility for the fact that whatever it is we're experiencing in our reality in the present moment is our creation. And that can be hard. That can be really hard to really sink into ourselves. This concept that, what do you mean I created debt? What do you mean I created an abusive relationship? This is hard stuff to work through. And for me, in many layers, it's been several years worth. Again, not that I would have called it that when this journey for myself first began, but it really first began for me in the workplace. I left jobs. I got to the point where I was jumping jobs, over and over again because I didn't feel free in my job, and I didn't enjoy spending the majority of my time in a place where I didn't enjoy being, or I didn't feel like I was appreciated and not paid well, whatever the dynamics were. So I jumped from job to job to job, generally pretty fearlessly. And I also would call into work when I wasn't feeling it, all of these, and I'd kind of do what I wanted, even if the rule book said, so these behavior patterns for me started many years ago already, really ever since I've been an adult, with a job. And now, I experience such a great amount of freedom because I've continued over time to choose myself, to choose my mental well-being, my emotional well-being, my spiritual well-being, and to continue to move towards that which feels better for myself. And this is a continually unfolding journey in relationships and home life and all of these things. But when I really sit with it and I'm like, what does freedom mean to me? And do I embody freedom? Do I feel truly free? The answer is mostly yes. I mostly, yes, feel free. Like I said, I'm still working for myself on the financial aspect, but it's coming, it's here. Like I'm doing it and I'm creating it as we speak, and still being able to I haven't worked a regular job really ever, but a 9-to-5 job. I've never really worked a 9-to-5 job. I've always had, part-time jobs, or I've always had interesting hours working on weekends, seasonal jobs, and now I've been an entrepreneur now for 5 years, owning my own business and now creating, revenue streams for myself where I really do, I do have cleaning clients, I have my spiritual clients, but I create my own schedule. I choose when those things are happening. I get to determine what my pay is or what my rate is, how much I'm working, and all of these things. And I get to continue to develop that. And, some people might hear that and be like, well, that's just your experience. But it is my experience because I've continued to choose it over and over and over again. And I've landed here because of all the choices that I've made, even 10 years ago. Choices I made with jobs, choices I made with leaving a job and going to a new one. And the choice in that time was like, this doesn't feel good. I don't enjoy this. I want something different. Because I deserve that. Because I deserve to be happy. I deserve to enjoy my life. And so that's really where it all begins. And we can look around our environment. We can look around society. We can look around our relationships. And we can point to all these things. There's so many things that we can point to be like, well, I can't have that because of this. I can't do that because of that. And it really, what I continue to learn over and over again is it comes back to me. It comes back to me every single time. And that requires some radical self-honesty. But see, the thing, and that can be really fucking hard. It can be really hard. It can be difficult. It can be painful. It can mean that we need to make some major changes in our lives that are scary. Yes, I've made some very scary choices for myself. But you want to know what? I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad that I did. And I would not say that I don't believe that I'm ever going to make it. I don't know if we ever make it. I think this is a continual unfolding journey. So I will not say that I have achieved, the ultimate whatever. I'm still also simultaneously working on myself and continuing to align even further with that which feels good to me, with that which feels aligned, with that which I truly desire for myself and for the world around me. And it's a continual choosing. We get to choose. We have the power to choose each and every day, each and every moment of every single day. We get to choose. You get to choose. So if you were sitting with those questions earlier and you didn't feel free, yeah, that's not the ideal place to be. Maybe that brings up some emotions for you, but also you have the power to do something about it. Each and every moment of every single day, you can choose something even a little bit different. And sometimes it's small choices. Sometimes it's really little baby steps. But as long as we're making a choice in a new direction, we are now saying no to whatever we've been experiencing, and we're saying yes to something new. And the more and the more and the more that you can make choices that are aligned with what you truly want, with what you truly desire, the more you will experience that which you truly want and that which you truly desire in your life. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. It really doesn't. What matters is what's going on in you. And when we experience things in our environments that contradict that which we truly desire, it's just showing us areas in which we can dive in a little bit deeper. And it's a really cool process. So I really feel really called to continue to hold space for people as they move through their process, while I continue to move even further into a higher vibration of freedom. Because we all deserve it. We all deserve to feel happy. We all deserve to feel fulfilled, full of joy, enjoying our lives. We don't have to stay stuck. We don't have to stay at our job. We don't have to stay in our family dynamics if they're dysfunctional. We don't have to do anything that doesn't feel good for us. We don't have to. We get to choose. We get to choose every single day. So I am here for it, and I want to create a monthly online group, like support group, for anybody who is looking for additional tools, additional guidance, additional just being held in the energy of freedom, whatever that means for you. Whether it means that you get to, change your job or feel the empowerment to make changes in your life or to step further into that identity. I'm creating a monthly online support group. It is going to be donation based, or, whatever you can do monthly. If you are interested in joining this monthly group for support, please drop a comment below this video and be interested, because I am looking to get this started here in the next couple weeks. I want to do it by Zoom. We will pick a date and a time every month to join and come together as a group and just kind of get into the energy of what freedom means. I will be teaching some concepts that I've learned and tools that I've learned. And we will have a group dynamic. And again, it will be purely donation based because when I was sitting with trying to put a price on it, I was like, if I'm really truly embodying freedom, those who join have the freedom to choose what feels good for them. And if that means you can't do anything right now, I completely understand that, because I've been in that position too. So you are welcome to join. I am opening my arms, my door, to have people join this monthly group. So please let me know. Obviously, it's going to be called Freedom. If you are interested in joining, just drop a comment below on this video and let me know. Okay, guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Remember to breathe. We'll see you soon.